Hi, here's my vlog for the April 24th, Wednesday, 2024, 12:47 p.m. My computer is doing a cache deal, rebuild cache. Yesterday I kind of burnt out. I drank for the third time in a row last night, for the third night in a row. I'm kind of trying to be, I'm like an alcoholic now, because it's only $1.33 for cinnamon whiskey, and for two of them it's like $2.80 after taxes or something. And it's fun to drink. But what happens when I do that though is then that's it. I'm kind of done with the website. If I'm not at a if I'm at a not at a super easy spot. And yesterday I was kind of at a little bit more of a when I finished the day, a little bit more of a difficult spot. I was working on the education page and trying to fix the links up at the very top to make it easy to get to all the different Google Earth pages. My Google Earth stuff is linked is the most far behind out of everything on the education page. Wanted to fix it, but then I kind of passed out and it was really late too. It was like 4 or something, and so I got up kind of late. And it's a nice day, but yeah, I'm kind of like burnt out. I'm like overwhelmed, you know. Yeah. But I guess my computer is too, because like the computer couldn't do it. Like it's interesting how the computer works with the Dreamweaver, because I have really big pages. If you see my website, I have a really big page. And so when I do simple tasks on the website, like fix links, you know, attach images and fix links, basically like fix a bunch of links. After maybe, well, it's varying, but after maybe like a day of that or something, I don't know, a few hours, a couple days, something like that, after a certain amount of time, like the computer just can't deal anymore. Like it can't scroll. It gets really slow, like ridiculously slow. Like all the work you're doing on it makes it tired. Like computers get tired. I don't know how it works. So you have to just restart it, and when you restart it, they go, the cache needs to be rebuilt, right? It gets so tired you have to rebuild the cache. So last night I got tired, so I rebuilt the cache. Takes a while. And then when it rebuilt, I was working on it a little bit, and then I got tired and went to sleep. And I get up this morning, and I'm on the education page trying to fix these links, the top links. Super excited about it now. I was exhausted and couldn't do it, but now I'm jazzed, because I think I finished the Mountaintopia page yesterday, and I did a page count, and it was like 50 pages or something, so more than double the size of Fauna. Flora Fauna was 21.4. So then I get to find another page to do that with, and I think I picked one. I can't remember, but there's some that most of them were done already, but I think I chose one to do. So I get up this morning and I was trying to work on the education page, and it just wouldn't scroll, because I had to scroll down to know what to link it to. And so I was like, all right, yeah, let's just, so then I went to rebuild the cache, but I was like, wait, let's restart the computer, because I don't think I restarted the computer before I rebuilt the cache last time. Another thing that I do whenever the computer doesn't work right is I make sure that there's not a update, because that's another culprit. But so yeah, I restarted the computer, and then I clicked on Dreamweaver, and now it's just trying to build a cache. So spinning around, the thing is spinning. Usually the thing doesn't spin when it's trying to build a cache. Let's hope. Oh shit. See, look, the thing's spinning around forever, which it normally doesn't do. Normally doesn't do that, where it spins. And then also it says Dreamweaver's not responding. So that's just an example of how the computer, like, it's just like, what? So I mean, I could be sitting here for an hour, and it could spin around and just never catch on. And even after I just restarted it, one thing I noticed is if you restarting the computer once is almost like restarting it half of a time, because usually a lot of times it doesn't fix until you restart the computer twice. Has to so that's maybe it could be a situation here. But this computer, this is a 2015 computer, and it's like about to die. Like, I paid a couple $100 a couple of years ago or something, maybe a year ago, to get the battery replaced, and they said they couldn't do anything after that because it was puffing out. But it's not puffed out now, but even if you unplug it, it'll die after like a minute. So whenever I go in the bedroom, or to the bedroom from here to the bedroom, I like do it as fast as I can so that it doesn't die in between. But even then, my 2015 Macintosh MacBook Pro is faster on Dreamweaver, I think. I'm pretty sure it's faster than my 2017, this computer. So I use this computer over here. I was going to listen to the Neolithic Revolution. I was listening to Plato over and over again. I think I'll do that again. Plato, I mean Aristotle Politics. But yeah, I should do Plato Republic after. Because I was doing Polybius Constitution of Rome before that. It's cool to do them all in like units, you know, like politics of the ancient world. Anyways, oh man, I'm just gonna sit here and smoke weed and watch this thing spin around, and hopefully it'll come back. I should exercise, should stretch or something, but I'm too lazy at this point. Like, I'm totally locked into the site. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I can't believe like it's been this goddamn long until I finally transferred the stuff from Google Earth on the site. And then there's Google Earth stuff that I don't even know if I can retrieve. I sure hope I can. I have a file called Italy that's 2.12 gigabytes in size, and I'm hoping to God that part of that 2.12 gigabytes just make it so big that none of my computers can open the file. Somehow they save the file but can't open it. I'm hoping that somewhere in there is the roads of Rome. I thought that I did the roads of Italy, ancient Italy, in its own file, but maybe I didn't because it got lost somehow, but I still have that. So I'm going to go into the library and see if I can use their computers to open it. I tried to open it with a couple of different programs and it didn't work. So that's another thing I could try, but... So if I could retrieve that, because that's 14 days of work, and then I could include that in my Google Earth. So, and I'm curious to see how many pages when I'm all done. Because my Google Earth right now, it's just rough draft form. I just dumped it on because it took forever from Google Earth, man. Because you have to click. These are the amount of steps you have to do. You have to click, because if you right click, and then copy, cut, it'll crash Google Earth. And of course, it takes a long time to restart again if you crash Google Earth, especially with these big files. So you have to left click, and then right click, and then right click, and then left click after you right click. Left click on rename, and then rename it. And then copy it, and then you have to paste it onto Dreamweaver search or like link field, because you can't do it on Dreamweaver. So then you have to copy it off of that. Then you paste it onto the Dreamweaver. So it's 8 different steps you have to do, and that's per one, you know. And each one of those takes a while. It's not like it's fast, you know. The computer has to think. So. Anyway, oh, and then after I paste it on, I have a quick way where then all I have to do is drag the perimeter and the size, because I have those as individual units of information for, like the big one that had like 1,000 boulder flat irons. You would just copy the like highlight like the area and then drag it over to one of the fonts, and then it makes it that font. highlight the other one and then drag it over. So then you have two different fonts because they're right in there. But I kept forgetting to copy from that template onto it. I kept getting the ones without it. So then that means that when I go and I put the different fonts, I have to, because everything has its own font. It's another thing that makes my website time consuming, but look cool. I'm gonna have to attach the font separately, so I'll do that first before I add all the other fonts, so that's quicker. But anyway, things still spinning around, and it still says Dreamweaver's not responding, but just because it says that Dreamweaver's not responding, in my experience, that doesn't mean that it's like stuck at not responding. A lot of the times it starts responding after it's not responding. So that's kind of what I'm hoping it's going to do here. But no, if it's doing this for 10 minutes more, if it's doing this in 10 minutes and it's not responding, spinning around and trying to rebuild a cache, then I'll just restart the computer again. That means something funky happened with it. Like something bad. The computer got damaged. It's got its feelings hurt pretty bad last night. If I restart the whole computer and I restart the program and it can't even restart the program. It has a stuck in the rebuilding the cache. And I didn't even do anything since the last time I restarted the program last night. All I did was put it down. But that's actually something that my computer does, actually, on a regular basis now. Like, if I put the computer down, and I noticed the computer never oh, that's something I just remembered. The computer never actually went to sleep last night. Oh, shit. I just remembered that. I remember thinking to myself, that's weird. Oh, man, that's what I should have done. If it does that, I need to just turn the computer off. Because what I did was I put the computer down last night, turned off the mouse so that the mouse wouldn't activate it, and I hit go to sleep. Because I read that if you make a computer sleep at night, that's better than turning it off, because if it's asleep, it's like a human sleeping. It can reset itself. But it didn't go to sleep, dude. It was making that noise all night long. It was going all night long, but I looked at the screen and it was dark. So I didn't think anything of it. I kind of fell asleep. And I got up and the computer was still going with the screen dark. So somehow it got stuck trying to go to sleep. And so that's what happened. So anyways, so now maybe that's what's going to cause it to have to restart twice. So anyways, that's what I'm up to. This is usually when I take the opportunity to try to send masturbation videos to all my OnlyFans girlfriends. Only there's this one girl last night, dude. Like, as I'm sitting here waiting for this fucking thing spinning around, some girl is like, I think it's a Ukrainian girl, and she's like, I see a message. She's like, I just realized nobody likes me. Do you want to video chat with me? I'm like, video chat? Yeah. Video masturbation chat, because I've never done that before. Oh yeah, she goes, you want to do video chat with me for $6.72? I'm like, $6? She's like, but you have to buy my thing though. And I'm like, confirming it. I'm like, really, $6? $6? Yeah, but you have to buy my package. So I'm like, okay, so I buy her package for $6.74. And then I get on Snapchat, but I had to download Snapchat because I've never done Snapchat before. And then I get on and she's like, yeah, so now you have to, oh yeah, so now you can, if you pay me $30, we could do the video chat. I'm like, wait, but you said that we do the video chat. She's like, no, and so it's like, all right, fucking bitch. So I'm done. I'm done with the Eastern Europeans. Eastern Europeans have been blacklisted. However, that's completely separate from Ukraine, you know. Yeah, sure, Ukraine is a corrupt country compared to America, but we need to give Ukraine as much money as they need, man. We need to give Ukraine a blank fucking check. Literally. I mean, we have to watch how they're spending, but we know they're spending the money on, we don't even have to oversight. We know they're spending the money on protecting themselves. With all their 30,000 Ukrainians have died. All right, so it's World War III. We need to realize we're in World War III now, and it's good versus evil. It's like it's the Gog-Magog war prophecy that's upon us. It's evil versus goods. Yeah, dude. None of this Monroe Doctrine bullshit. And it's so funny because all of a sudden, all of these, not all of them, but most of the people who are against the Ukraine funding are the right-wing Republicans, it seems like. Not like I've been paying that much attention to the news, but I was surprised that the Young Turks weren't supporting the Ukraine war more. They were like being sarcastic about giving money. Dude, like if we don't give money to Ukraine, what happens if Ukraine loses the war? Like, hello. So, and we need to thank our lucky stars that we don't have Trump, because he would have just given Ukraine. And he literally said it. So no, we need to realize that we're in World War II. We're in World War III right now, and the quicker we enter World War III, the longer it's going to take until it becomes a hot war, or the less of a chance that it's going to become a hot war, because China is going to try to take over Taiwan, Russia's going to try to take over Lithuania, and probably would have gone for Finland, but now they're in NATO. Because, and you know why? You want to take a wild guess? It's obvious. Because China and Russia are run by one guy. That's why. So, people would know these things if they read. So, yeah, so I'm working on Aristotle politics, and what I want to do, not anytime soon because I'm busy, but that book is so good. I wanted to make expand the menu on it for all the lists of stuff, because I want to memorize that book. I want to memorize all the lists of all the different polities that change because of what. It's like, my God, I'm going to listen to it right now. So, anyways, the problem, well, you know what's fucked up about OnlyFans? Is I'm 50. My fucking dick turned off like 6 months before OnlyFans came up. Maybe OnlyFans was around. My dick turned off about 6 months before I realized I could send bitches dick pics. So now I can't do it. Because I'm too old. I'm here like limp dick. You can't send bitches limp dick. So, but that's actually good. I've mentioned this a couple times before. That's actually a good thing, because for my website, because it's probably not good for my health, because I don't have any other way to exercise. But for my website, it's a good thing, man, because I can work all day long without getting distracted. And now I'm at the point where my website gets tired before I do. I mean, my computer gets tired before I do. I don't even get tired. I'm here looking for this thing to come back to life, and it's like, I'm like, come on. And the computer's like, I'm tired. I need a break. So anyways, what I'm going to do is get on, when this opens, get on the education page and make sure that those links are fixed, because it's interesting the way that it designed my website, because my website is Cascade Design. There's not even a name for how I design my website, because there's not even a name for different website designs. And if you take a step back and you think about that, that's kind of fucked up, because we've had websites for like a whole generation now. You know, in every generation, the world population overturns. You're dealing with a whole different group of people. It's like, it's a whole different world. Physically, it's the same buildings, but it's different people. All the people, every 25 years, are all living in a different stage of life, you know? You go into the bank, and it's not the same person, because that guy retired. You know what I mean? So, it's like a different world, you know what I mean? And so, we've had websites around since before this world, when people were in a whole different stage. Websites were around 25 years ago. And so now we're in a new world where the website's actually older than the generations that we're living, and people still aren't using websites. And so, because of that, there's pretty much only one website design, and it doesn't even have a name. It's the Wikipedia design, where on the side you have the links to the different sections. You scroll down, and then it comes and it ticks. Wikipedia instigated that like a year ago or 6 months ago or something, not that long ago. The CIA World Factbook page uses it only with super giant fonts. And but there's so many different other ways to do it. In mine, I would call it the Cascade, which is folder within folder. There's no, instead of drop down, you could do drop down where you have a bunch of things and then you mouse over and it drops down. So then you go over there and then that something else would open. So then you mouse over that, the drop down thing. Or what you could do is have the whole thing static. And instead of mousing over this for a drop down, you just know the list and then you just click on it. And then you go down farther to a page and then it was like the drop down. Then it's all drop down, but it's all the static. So you don't have to worry about accidentally mousing over things and not being able to see the page because you're accidentally having these drop downs invade your space all the time. And then maybe you accidentally click on something, which is super fucking annoying. You're trying to click something, but you accidentally like mouse over it, and then it dropped down. And then by the time you click, and now the drop down here, so you get to another page, and then you got to go back. Oh my god. So drop downs, but that's not even the reason why I don't have it. The reason why I don't have it is I had to spend money. This is like 15 years ago. I used to have drop downs. I had to spend money for an external, because I don't think Dreamweaver even does it still to this point, to this day. And I build the drop down and they work and that's cool and everything. But then, you go 6 months later and like the drop down doesn't work. It's like you have to rebuild it every 6 months. Like the code changes. So websites with drop downs just aren't reliable. I also had a feature on my website with a pop-up. Like what Dreamweaver has, what Wikipedia has, where you can mouse over and then the image pops up. That's cool and everything, and I had that, not with images, but with text. You mouse over, it pops up, but then all of a sudden it stopped working. Same reason. You just have to like keep it updated. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm not that. I like websites where you fix it one time and then it's fixed. Not none of these like links that time out or whatever. So that's another reason. It's just way easier to build and more reliable, but it's also antithetical to my whole philosophy of design of websites. So because I need to have everything static, because it has to be kind of like if it's transferable to the physical world. Like you can imagine it being painted paper on the ground. Drop downs don't exist in the real world. So, anyways. Oh, see, look, Dreamweaver, check it, Dreamweaver, ha, that's so funny. So, Dreamweaver, for the whole time I was talking, and about 10 minutes before I started the video, the thing was spinning around, spin, and it wasn't started, right? Or it hasn't started. My fucking English has gone down the tubes in the last couple of years because I smoked so much weed. And then Dreamweaver said, not responding. All of a sudden, Dreamweaver started responding. And then all of a sudden it was able to start doing that. So it wasn't even able to start counting for like 45 minutes. It wasn't responding, it was just spinning around trying to start rebuilding the cache for 45 minutes before it could even rebuild the cache. So, talk about a computer getting tired. Good thing I have other hobbies, such as dick videos for my Ukrainian bitches and... well, no, not just Ukrainians, dude. I do tall girls and muscle girls. And fit girls, fitness chicks. Dude, I do all kinds of girls. Goth girls. Tattoo bitches. Fat, big titties. Yeah. Even the clothed ones. Anyways, but I especially do the ones who want me to do it. Like, if they get super excited and they're like, oh, I want more, those are the ones. I'm trying to collect those groups. Especially if they're groups of like packs. I like entrapping packs of gazelles. Anyways, and yeah, and if I don't ever if that doesn't work, then Paula's always calling me. I talked to her for like an hour and 45 minutes, like 4 days ago. But I don't call her anymore. She just calls me now. Um, but anyways, what was I gonna say? Um, this thing. No. Before. Oh yeah. So oh yeah, the Cascade website. So, and I was thinking on my main page of my website to do an actual demonstration of the Cascade. I did the demo, but that was before I actually had the. It was funny. I'm talking about how I have a table within tables within tables, but I didn't even and I'm like, yeah, I'll have it rainbow colored. I don't even know if I talked about that, but I didn't even have the rainbow colored. So I'm gonna go and activate the rainbow CSS files onto my main homepage, so that I can then build the table within table for the demo with people, because I want to do it with lists to just to demonstrate how it is, even up to 10, because I have up to 6 tables within tables of the free auto history books, but I was looking at this other thing, the Google Earth stuff, and I was looking at Google Earth, not flora and fauna, but Google the next one that I was looking at, Google Earth, maybe it was flora and fauna. So many folders within folders of that I was up to like 7 or something, but I've never made it to 10, and I have 10 colors. And so I want to do my demo like 10 inside 10 and lists up to 10 to see what it looks like. Yeah, do that. Because I think when it looks good and it's done, it's going to make sense. It just doesn't make sense because it's not done. The other day, for the first time, I did. I decided to add borders to my tables. Before, on my education page and throughout my entire website, I didn't have borders. I would have. It would just be table within table with different colors, and then the tables would have borders, and you could see the borders around the tables and everything, even though it didn't have a border. And I didn't have borders because if you have a border, it's so silly. This is how my philosophy has changed over the years. See, because in the very beginning of my website, my philosophy was, you want to have the highest text to page ratio. And I was so adamant about that just because if a border of a table and a bunch of borders of tables push text down off the page, that reduces your text to page ratio. So that meant take away the borders. But now I'm thinking, no, add the border, because it does reduce the text to page ratio in terms of text, but it increases the text to page ratio. I mean the information to page ratio, because those borders or the richness to page ratio, which isn't even a metric, which isn't a metric that I use. That's why I was having trouble justifying it. But what it does is it makes just let me do an aside right now. The speaking volume that I'm talking right now is too loud for people. I've talked to 3 people at this regular volume, and they go, don't talk so loud, my ears. And but this voice that I'm talking at this is my regular speaking voice. I can't talk to my mom at this regular speaking voice. If I talk to my mom like this, I'm just talking. She goes, "Ow, you're yelling at me, ow!" And I go, okay, well, I mean, she's, don't talk so loud. And I'm like, I can't talk less loud than my talking voice. Who does that? You can't do that. I could start whispering, but I can't. This is my speaking voice. So what the fuck? So I guess I could go like on the other side of the room. I'll go like way over there, and you can go way over there, so you don't have to do like this. But she's still like, the pain. And I'm like, yeah, but you're deaf. My mom's 82, and she's always like, what? What? She's waiting for a hearing aid right now. I can't remember how much. She has to pay a lot, but she did get help, but she's going to get it at Costco. But so I basically have to, everybody has to, how old people are, but everybody has to enunciate to her. She never hears. I have to tell her what people say on the TV all the time. But on top of that, I talk too loud. So there's no winning. It's crazy. But anyway, this is my voice. I think I have a great sounding voice, but it does hurt. It actually causes pain in a lot of people's ears. So anyways, oh shit. Oh no, did I get sidetracked? I'm trying to talk about, I just wanted to do that at the side because I know for a fact that this is the voice. This is my speaking voice. It's just how I talk. So, but anyways, so oh no, I lost my train of thought. I was talking about something super interesting. Um, so, all right, whatever. So anyways, so I'm working on the website and, um, um, I, I have to get all of these Google Earth pages linked. Oh yeah. Because I wanted to do the tour of all the different Cascade, link within link, and or folder within folder. And so the way that works, I can even explain it now. Like what you do is you have up on the upper top, you have like 10, right? Inside of the rainbow. The first one's rainbow. Because in the bottom, it's just pink. That's the first one of the section. So that's why you don't need the one around the top. So you would use the neutral one, the rainbow. Plus it looks cool. So you have like the thing here, and then you have the big one. And then in the big one you have the little ones, and then each one of those little ones, if they're big enough, can turn into a big one if they have to. That take up the whole page. And so it's table within table. So there's actually like numbers to it. One would be the big one up on the top. The second one would be everything on top of table here. And then inside. And so sometimes you can like skip a beat, and that's kind of what happened with my you can skip one of those expansion dimensions, and that's what I think what happened with my my education page with the Google Earth, because on the very top it says Google Earth, and you click on it, and then the next one down is where it goes down, but it goes down really far, and so there needs to be something in between. I didn't, because there's all these different sections. So all those different sections need to be across first. You need to see it on the top. So that's what I did. I went to the top. And anyways, so that's what I'm up to. Damn, check this out. I'm only that far along. But I'm frantic. Like I'm instead of like going to the gym, stretching, jumping jacks, push-ups, I really don't want to do anything. I'm just going to sit here and fucking wait. Because sometimes it goes really slow, and then it just finishes before you know it. So I'm just going to monitor it. But yeah, I really want to get on there, and then because then I would know exactly how many. I would have the full-size Google Earth pages at the very top, so that you click on them, it takes you to the page, and then it also can download that file all at once. Makes it really simple. But so it can take you to the page, so I'm like square in my head, at least for myself, where all the pages are, because I want to round robin these pages. I only dumped in the fauna and then the other one, Mountain Tapia. So they're super duper basic. See look. See what I mean? It was a basic forever, and now all of a sudden it's just like, all right, we're doing it. So in a couple minutes it'll be there. Yeah. See, look, see. That's what I'm talking about. So, yeah, by the time I'm done with this video, that thing will be done. It's just climbing up now. And then when it opens, I can open up the education page, which is a really big page, and I'll be able to scroll. It'll scroll. So, it's interesting. It just gets tired. So anyways, yeah, get back on here. look at these Google Earth pages, which are all super basic, and then round robin them, you know, be like, oh, you're fucking basic as fuck. Because then it's easy. You don't even have to think about it. You know, you're just like, oh, basic. I know what to do. Bring, and then, just did that. That was a lot of work. And then the next one. And then the next one. But to get all the Google Earths going, oh, and then I want to go into the library and retrieve the ones that I lost. The roads of ancient Rome. But then also, not rebuild the ones that I lost that I can't retrieve, which I haven't found. Maybe they're into Italy. Because I lost all the nuclear bombs I made. I lost the canals of ancient China, but whatever. And maybe even the Google Earth movies of the city of France, but I don't know. Anyways, I think I'm doing pretty good. But I'm going to be bummed if I can't retrieve those roads of Italy. See, check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. There it is. That's what it looks like. So anyways, okay, so that's almost done. I'm going to hang up the cleats on this one, smoke some weed, get on that. Yeah, finally get going on Google Earth pages, dude. And then go in the library and see if I can retrieve those, roads and come back. Yeah, and to put all this Google Earth stuff, I know that that's going to be a milestone. It's going to make me so happy for myself. I might even be able to give myself time to go to the gym and stuff or whatever, Alrighty, talk to you later. Talk to you tomorrow.